Fox News' Will LaJeunesse is there for us right now with an update on all of the developments that came yesterday. Will, how you doing?
I'm doing good, Mike. Thank you so much. What the mayor is basically doing is trying to trigger certain policies that will allow him to ask for either county, state, or federal aid to help Yuma deal with this influx of migrants. Of course, they're headed to other places around the United States, large cities by and large, but along the border, whether it be a Douglas and Nogales or Tucson, even in here in Yuma, of course, the shelters here are feeling what should we say, a disproportionate burden, if you will, for that immigration influx that are coming here. So the Border Patrol itself, the processing center has capacity for about 420 individuals. Last night they had 950. That's forcing them to, of course, release individuals. Well, about 3 weeks ago, the city helped the Salvation Army and some nonprofits here open this former Salvation Army store, converted to a shelter. 3 weeks ago they had 60 migrants. Last night it was 215 with another 100 on the way. That is what helped prompt the mayor to make this emergency declaration, helping qualify the city for at least some state aid. That request now goes to the governor. But basically the city can't handle it on their own. I think they asked for 19,000 pounds of food the first week. Mike?
And Will, now that this has happened in Yuma with the mayor, is there other mayors on border cities that might do the same thing?
Well, that's one of the intent the mayor said in his prepared remarks, is that he's hoping other cities will get on board with him. They're obviously suffering some of the same effects. We know, of course, yesterday in Lukeville, the Border Patrol made its largest apprehensions ever of 399 migrants. The processing centers for the Border Patrol are full, and they're under a 3-day window. Legally, they have to release these migrants. Well, the three detention centers by ICE in Arizona, they're full as well, which means they're going to either end up at the Phoenix bus station or released onto the streets of these border communities. So trying to, or knowing, if you will, that the problem is likely to get worse before it gets better because of inaction in Congress, the mayor is basically inviting other mayors to, hey, get on board with me and maybe strengthen numbers, and the governor, among others, will listen to us collectively. Mike?
And Will, where are we at where President Trump last week said that he would think about sending the migrants to sanctuary cities and states? What's the latest on that idea?
Well, two things. One thing, yesterday the U.S. Attorney General issued an order denying some adult migrants asylum, trying to lessen the pressure, if you will, but it does not apply to unaccompanied children or families, and that's what the president's really talking about, that these sanctuary cities are part of the magnet, and of course the burden is felt in communities like this one. The president has not given any additional direction, if you will, in terms of directing ICE. One of the problems is, of course, is that these migrants, again, they want to go to the cities. They need a bus ticket. They need money. So they'll come to a place like this, get a shower, get some food, and try to arrange some travel with the sponsor or relatives in those cities, and there's a turnaround time to that. Do you really want federal taxpayers then to be paying for bus tickets to take migrants, not just to the border communities, but off to Chicago, San Francisco, and New York? That's one of the problems that's been raised with that type of proposal. Mike?
All right, Will LaJeunesse, thank you so much.